AITA for yelling at my husband and leaving him at the clinic after his prank. Me F28 and my husband M34 have been married for a year. Before I met him I got a dog named Ali, a German Shepherd that was originally my sister's, but she passed away and I immediately took him to live with me. My husband adores Ali. He sometimes jokes that he is married to me only because of Ali. He likes making jokes and doing pranks, but some of them are downright nasty. He had always get me worried by lying, saying Ali ran off when he was hiding him in a place I did not know about. He knows how much worried and stressed out those pranks make me, but he says my reaction is priceless and worth the yelling lashing afterwards. Ali needed to be taken to the veterinary clinic for a checkup. My husband said he had handled it. During the second visit to get the results, I received a call from my husband and his voice sounded like he was not okay. I asked what was wrong. I got really worried after he said it was about Ali. I was starting to shake. I kept asking what was going on and he told me that Ali has been diagnosed with cancer. He said he wanted me to come over to the clinic as soon as possible because Ali was with the vet. I could not stand. I started asking, is that why Ali lost weight lately and such. I rushed to the clinic and found my husband standing near the entrance with Ali. First thing I noticed was him laughing hysterically, telling me that I really bought into his lie. I was confused. He said it was just a prank. Ali is perfectly healthy and handed me the results to check. After I checked I lost it. I lashed out at him. I called him awful names and his face suddenly turned red like he did not expect me to react that way. He argued that I made it a big deal obviously and was being mean to him over a prank that did not even last an hour. I kept lashing out. I did not give him a chance to keep talking. I took Ali and the keys, then I left. I arrived to the clinic in a taxi. I left him at the clinic while me and Ali went home by the car. 3 hours later he came back and was upset. He usually laughs even in serious situations, but this time he did not. He argued that I should not have left him like that and that I overreacted. Said he was trying to make good memories to look back on and laugh at, but I was unnecessarily overreacting. He stopped talking after that. Just wanted to mention that this started months after his father's passing. His family said he never mentions his dad nor keep anything of his, although they were very close. I never met his father, but they told me he was not suffering from anything and his death was sudden, and my husband had a hard time processing it. This could be the reason for his behavior. Auntie, your husband is a DCK. Pranks like that are cruel and intended to cause distress. He derives joy from upsetting people and was mad when he got called out for super SHT behavior. Edited as he derives joy from upsetting everybody, not just his wife. Auntie, he got what he deserved. This was absolutely cruel and not a prank. He is cruel to you. To laugh at your sadness, that is beyond effed up. You leaving him there was the direct result of his SHT actions. He was trying to make good memories to look back on and laugh at. He is the only one laughing at those memories. Those are not good memories. WTF is wrong with this person? Auntie, your husband is a grade A, class 1, total and complete. What he is doing is not funny, but abusive. Considering how this affects you mentally and physically, you did not, nor do not overreact. You had every right to leave him like that, and if did not like it, then maybe he should be rethinking his idea of humor. If you plan on staying married to this you might want to sit down and have a long discussion about what is and is not funny. If you plan on staying married to this you might want to sit down and have a long discussion about what is and is not funny. He also needs to see someone to help deal with the death of his father and why he has turned to doing these insane pranks, which is driving everyone away. The dog you adore ran away. Pause. Kidding. Laughing. No, actually I took it to the vet, and vet says it has cancer. Pause. Not really. Haha. Christ, what an owl. Say this, sweetie. I apologize for overreacting. I love you. Pause. Kidding. Get the FCK out. Auntie, edit. Thank you for the awards, kind people. You made my day. And the dude tried to justify his behavior by saying that he is only trying to make good memories. How the heck would this conversation go down the line? Hey babe, remember when I pranked you saying that Ali had cancer? Good times. If someone lied that my cat was terminally ill just for laughs, I swear I would rub their face on the asphalt. Do not mess with my pet. Yeah, all I would remember about that would be the anxiety and worry. There would be no relief when I found out it was not true, just white hot rage. I would never look back on it and laugh, like what the FCK. What is the term used to describe abusers? Darvo. I think it goes deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. I didn't do anything wrong. It's just a prank for good memories. You are blowing this out of proportion. You and buttface for leaving me at the clinic. You yelled at me. You are the problem. You are overreacting and causing this fight, so I am not talking to you until you apologize. He has lost friends over a similar cruel prank pretending a friend was dead. He's using emotions and things you love and care about as a joke. Anti-A. Look at a picture of him and tell it the following sentences. You get off on my misery. Nothing is funnier to you than my tears and pain. The more you hurt me, the more you laugh. You hurt me intentionally for a laugh. You want to hurt me again for a laugh. You believe me being in misery and pain is a good memory. You want many good memories of you causing me misery and pain. You like to look back at the moments you hurt me until I cried and smile. You find more and more cruel ways to cause me pain for more laughs. Say these aloud. Direct them at his smiling picture. Then take a deep breath. If you now still feel like doing so, calmly tell one or two of these to his face. No tears, no yelling, just blank facts. See what excuses he finds if you believe there is worth in it. Anti-A. May he shut his cruel, sadist mouth for a long time. This is it. Write this down. Hand it to your husband. Ask him if a marriage can survive this. Imagine if she was like, I want a divorce. Him sad. Was just a prank, bro. Anti-A. I hope you do not plan to have kids with him. He sounds like a terrible person. Anti-A. Get divorce papers printed. Hand them to him and then after 1 hour laugh in his face that it was a prank, or not. This sounds about right. Heck. Do it once a day for a month but actually file the first set. That is the kind of mind FCK he deserves. OP, I am not issuing a judgment because I am concerned. Your husband sounds like he is escalating. I would get the dog out of the house if possible. Good memories. That makes my skin crawl. NTA and I do not know where to start, but your husband is abusing you mentally. He is being incredibly cruel and if you were to post this on a social network like Facebook he'd lose every emotionally healthy friend he has. You deserve massively more respect from him than you are getting. Frankly, this level of abuse is toxic to the point of destroying a lot of relationships. Hope that you do whatever it takes to arrive at a healthy relationship. Anti-A. Good memories. For who? Why is the emotional torture of his wife funny? These pranks are at your expense solely for his amusement. Would he think a swift kick to his testicles would be a funny prank? I bet he would make a super funny face. It'd be worth it for your amusement. No matter how much it hurt him. He is a huge owl. Someone who likes to see people's reactions when he kills their loved ones but cannot actually do so without going to jail. So he pretends. It is just playing out his sick, sadistic fantasies. What a lunatic. Yes, good memories. Hon, remember that time you sent me into a frenzied panic thinking my dog was dying? Such good times. Anti-A. I actually don't understand why anyone would want to be with someone so cruel and sadistic. The OP should keep her dog safe and toss her childish husband out. She deserves so much better. Probably low self-esteem, having been in an abusive relationship. You walk this fine line of saying out loud I do not deserve this, and thinking, but I love him and he loves me so, maybe this is the best I will get. Anti-A. This is toxic and cruel behavior from him, and there are so many red flags here. If my partner pulled a prank like that, he'd be moving out. 9. I am furious on your behalf. Your husband is despicable. If someone called me and told me my dog had cancer as a prank, I am not sure I would have been able to stop myself from hitting him. Think long and hard about your future with someone as thoughtless and mean-spirited as your husband. Good luck. I am surprised OP did not leave when they witnessed their husband getting cut off from his friend's circle when he was caught lying about someone in the group being dead. Remember that time you cried when I told you your dog had cancer? Laughing that was gold. That is all kinds of effed up. Jokes are not meant to emotionally manipulate someone into anxiety. There is pranking, and there is being an A. He is an A, anti-A. NTA, and you should leave him if this behavior doesn't improve. What if you were a T arriving by taxi and drove upset after one of his pranks and had an accident? Can you actually trust him with your dog ever again? What if he thinks a prank is not telling you that the dog has a serious condition? What happens if you have kids and he pranks you that one fell in the playground and is in hospital with a broken arm? He is a massive Anti-A. This is not a prank. This is abuse. He wanted you to feel like your beloved dog was dying, for his amusement. He laughed at your pain. Even him hiding the dog and saying he ran away is unbelievably cruel. His words aside, I think he is jealous of Ollie. Forget leaving him at the clinic. You should consider leaving his lying, cruel but entirely. Edit. Thanks for the awards, folks. Forwarding all the good vibes to OP and Dolly. Anti-A, your husband has a cruel sense of humor, though two can always play at that game. I would take a fake sonogram picture and put it onto a folded piece of paper, surprise him with the sonogram and then have him open up the piece of paper it is on. The folded piece of paper would be a filing for a divorce. Anti-A, people who love you don't do this. There's something seriously messed up with this guy. Anti-A, I almost always roll my eyes when Reddit tells people to divorce people and escalate etc. But no, this guy is a damn monster. He lied about a friend dying. He is psychologically abusing the heck out of you. Would you let him do this to your kids? Can you imagine the damage when he convinces your kids you died as a prank? I don't know WTF is wrong with this man, but it is not your job to fix him or figure it out. I would bounce PCI, would be so angry. Anti-A, when you cause someone else to experience anxiety and trauma, it ceases being a joke and starts to be abuse. You did not do anything wrong here. Anti-A, but your husband is NGL, thus would be grounds for divorce for me. This type of joking is not harmless kidding that you both find amusing. This is a power play on his part. It is abusive. He gets off on you reacting, and since he had no real consequences from you, you get mad and then let it go. He feels it's okay, it's not, and especially since Ali is your connection to your deceased sister, he is trying to gaslight you and make himself the victim. This umpire is throwing every red flag she has on this one. He is cruel, not funny, and it's doubly not funny to me at the moment given I lost my mom in December in a different state and am having to go back and forth to handle her estate. And then 3 weeks ago I hit home to a sick kitty, named Dolly. The next day we saw the emergency vet. My little 3-5-year-old baby had 4 tumors and couldn't breathe. I had to put him down. So yeah, your husband is an Anti-A. After reading more of the backstory in your responses, there is only one reasonable way to move forward here. You need to sit down with your husband and tell him, point blank, that his jokes about death, injury, illness etc. are not now, nor have they ever been even remotely amusing, not to you, not to his family, and not to the half of his friends who no longer speak to him because of them. Then this is the time for an ultimatum, but you have to be willing to follow through if he does not do his part. Either he gets professional help to actually deal with his grief in appropriate and healthy ways, or you are filing for divorce. Those are not pranks. What he is doing is just cruel, and he obviously does not give a flying FCK about your feelings. I am going to be blunt here: unless he can actually agree to change this behavior and does so, you should leave him. Don't settle for someone who plays with your emotions in this way. NTAWTH is wrong with your husband. He knows how upset that makes you and yet he keeps doing it. That is incredibly disrespectful and probably abusive in some ways. You deserve better than that. Anti-A, not so long ago one of my cats got horribly ill. The vets barely managed to save his life. I know perfectly well what it is to worry about your pet and not know if it is going to live. What your husband did was horrible. Tell him he is horrible. Anti-A, your husband is a cruel piece of work. Next time the car and the dog to a hotel or a relative's house, and look up some good divorce attorneys. Anti-A, he says it was a prank. Okay, then try this experiment. Wait a month or so he doesn't suspect anything, and then call him at work. Admit you've been cheating on him and having sex with 2 different men. You're pregnant and don't know who the father is. Ask him to come home because you need his support. Cry and sound hysterical and remorseful. Really sell it. Then when he gets home, laugh and say it was just a prank. See how he reacts. Something tells me he would be mad and would not think it was a funny prank. I think there's something wrong with your husband if he thinks joking about your dog, which was your sister's, having a terminal disease is funny. If this is something he does regularly, it's not a prank, it's cruelty. How he thinks this would be a good memory I don't know, but I'd take a long look at all of his actions during your relationship and think whether you want to spend the rest of your life with all. This isn't a prank or just having fun. This is seriously messed up behavior. Like, he needs to see a psychologist about why he likes harming other people to get his jollies. This is not normal. Please don't have kids with him unless he has a complete personality change, because this stuff will cause permanent damage to his kids. Okay, this dude needs therapy because these pranks he does are not okay, and the fact he doesn't understand the hurt he causes despite losing friend over lying about another friend's death. Please get this man into therapy if you want to continue a life with him. Your husband admitted to getting a kick from making you upset and does not stop. He needs to get that looked at, and you need to sit down and think about being with someone like that. There is pranks and then there is taking it too far. Your husband is the here, not you. He must be sick in the head to do that. Your husband is demented if he thinks this crap is funny.